My name is Tara Galliano. Thank you so much for joining me here today. This is Reclamation, My Pleasure, which is a 5-day micro event. And what I mean by that is that it is short spurts, right? 5, 10, 15 minutes at tops that we'll be meeting to come into some embodiment practices. And so it is with the frequency, right, that we're going to be gaining traction with this type of practice. You'll have a teaching every day. You'll be able to engage the practice throughout the course of the day. You can report back what you learned, what you discovered about yourself, all within the container of this community. So I'm super excited that you're here to join me, and I'm going to begin. First slide. This is a 5-day guided challenge, as I said. It's called Reclamation, Your Pleasure, guided by me, Tara Galliano, somatic sex therapist, a sex certified sex therapist. And then this says, welcome. And some of the objectives of this time together is to reconnect with your body's innate wisdom and sensory intelligence on a mundane level. So you're actually connected with your nervous system and not in a high level of activation, that you're in this state that you may live on a regular basis. And that actually may be a high level of activation, but the opportunity in this practice is to begin to gather the data points of what is true, what is familiar, what is common, where do you live in your body at this time. Second objective is to reignite the joy that comes from living in alignment with with what it is that you desire, which I think is huge. Oftentimes what I see, it's like we put off what it is that we actually desire because we got a checklist of all the things we need to do or imagine that we need to do. And so we put off what we actually desire and what actually fuels us to do the things that we want to do. So this is really important. And to do that within a container is exponentially more powerful. I know. So the third objective is to reclaim your inherent right to pleasure and authentic self-expression. Yay, because we have a clitoris with 8,000 nerve endings. It is our birthright. It is our biological right to have pleasure in our beings at every moment. And oftentimes we also put that off until the thing is done. And then we imagine we might be able to have pleasure. But if we're always avoiding it, never engaging it, and don't know how to engage it, then it makes it more difficult when the time is right, right? Because we put it off so much. So I want to give you the opportunity to engage with your own self-pleasure in this moment, although there is no nudity and sexual touch in this particular event, that maybe that happens later on for you, right? So today's journey is reconnect with your body. So on to the next slide. So day one, coming home to your body. Your body is a source of profound wisdom, where in this practice, we're going to shift from doing to being. And the somatic awareness practice has to do with grounding into the earth. And that there's some suggestions of breath awareness, which is super powerful, and a gentle body scan, which is also really powerful. But today's practice is going to be grounding into the earth. So I'm going to invite you to bring your focus of attention into yourself, closing your eyes if you're comfortable, or lowering your gaze to the floor at a 30-degree angle, and then softening your eyes, maybe with a diffuse focus of attention. And as you focus more clearly into yourself, the bones are really a good reference for that. So referencing the bones in your body, they're in the middle of your body. They hold your structure, they hold your form. And as you feel the bones in your body, notice that bones are dynamic. There's blood flow, there's circulation, there's bone marrow, there's motility. That bones hold the structure of your being with dynamic presence and also structure. They hold your form. They create your skeleton. They provide solidity and strength. And noticing the bones in your spine. And then also the extension of your spine as it reaches up towards the sky and down towards the earth. and feeling the connection to the earth as the earth holds and supports you. She never lets you down. She is always there for you. So allowing yourself to relax a little bit more deeply as you soften into the earth, knowing that she's there. And then imagine from the soles of your feet and also from the base of your spine, cords or roots extending towards the heart of the earth. And at the heart of the earth, the earth has warm, nourishing feelings for you, for each of us, as we are one of her grandchildren. So Grandmother Earth loves and supports us. And allowing that earth energy to come up into your roots, just as if you were a plant or a tree. And as that fills your roots, it comes up into the soles of your feet, up into your toes, up into your heels, the tops of your feet, ankles, shins, calves, filling your knees, thighs, pelvis, hips, buttocks, sex, belly, chest, filling your back, underarms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, filling your wrists, hands, and fingers, filling your shoulders, throat, neck, face, and head, and that you're completely full from within with earth energy. And just notice how it feels to be vibrantly alive on a cellular level with earth energy. And imagining within your heart space a fountain or a chalice, and as you fill with the earth energy, you overflow. And from the overflow, others can drink effortlessly, and it does not impact you in any way. And also letting the overflow go back down to the earth, filling you up again, or letting it just go back down to the earth when you're completely full. And then around you, a protective barrier, a cellular membrane that holds your energy in and keeps everybody else's out. It's about arm's distance away from you, a foot and a half away from you on front, behind, above, below, and to the sides. And then feeling the essence of you in whatever way you perceive your essence, a scent, a sound, a color, an image. And as you feel your essence, notice whatever is not of your essence. And whatever is not of your essence does not belong in your space. So sweeping it out, combing it out, sending it back to the earth where she readily composts it, or sending it back to wherever it came from. And as that energy leaves you, it makes more room for you. So calling yourself back home from wherever you were, knowing that that process will continue. And then feeling the 7 chakras in your body, the first at your base, the second at your sex, the third at your solar plexus, the fourth at your heart, the fifth at your throat, the sixth at your third eye, the seventh at your crown, bookended by the eighth, a foot and a half below your feet, and the ninth, a foot and a half above your head. Whirling spheres of energy nestled against your spine. And placing your hands on your skin, saying to yourself, I live here. And these are what my teacher has called the basics, and that we have the opportunity to live in the basics all the time. So just taking a moment to be here. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. The invitation is to practice the basics. Now that you have this grounding exercise, you can play it multiple times. There are 5 elements. There is a connection to yourself, coming back to the core of your being. There is a connection to ground. There is a protective barrier around you. There's connecting with the essence of yourself and filling yourself up with that. And then there's the chakras. So connecting with the chakras in your body, which can be a little bit trickier. But those are the 5 elements of the basics. I invite you to practice all of those, or at least just 1 or 2 of those elements throughout the day. listening to this video as maybe an audio file reminding you of the elements, and let me know what you discover. Okay, and notice how you feel now. And contrast is good, so compare it to how you came in. All right, wonderful. Thanks so much for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow.